709, Highway 62 South Hall.
Pickup 62 and Mark, go ahead.
Arkansas 421 William Tom George on a white Toyota Corolla.
CFS received.
Department of Fortune County, show me 1019 to 58 rain song for a possible domestic.
Hello, Officer Millwood, Prairie Police Department. The reason I pulled you over is whenever you passed me, you were doing 65 and 55, and then I also noticed whenever I got behind you, you went left to center. Do you have your license and your proof of insurance?
I do, yeah. Sorry, I was jamming out to Taylor Swift.
Oh, okay. Where are you coming from?
I was working at Pink House. They were having their event tonight.
What's Pink House?
Pink House Alchemy? They're like a syrup company, a local syrup company.
Oh, wow. Do you still live at West Parks? Okay, and how much have you had to drink?
Oh, I had like a sample of a thing. That was a couple hours ago, though.
Oh, okay, awesome. Well, I'll be right back.
I copied field sobriety. Break, forming to 14, I copied your 97. Would you like the net?
Hey, ma'am, just to be sure with that one sampler, if you don't mind stepping out, I'm going to check your eyes and make sure you're going to drive, okay? You don't have any weapons or anything like that on you, do you? Okay, you can step back to the front of my car. And if you just stand right there, and you only had that one sampler, about how big was it?
Just like, I didn't even finish it.
Okay, what was it?
It was, sorry. It was like a pre-mixed cocktail kind of thing.
Okay, yeah. Then do you wear glasses or contacts?
I do, yes.
Okay, do you have them in?
No, my glasses are in my car.
Okay, if you don't mind standing right where my light's at, just right there. And if you'll stand heel to heel, toe to toe, arms down by your side, and you'll stay in this position until I tell you otherwise. Do you understand? Do you have any medical conditions that I need to know about?
I mean, I have ADHD.
Okay.
Lincoln 3, 1050.
Do you take medications for those?
No, not right
now. Then what you'll do is you'll follow the tip of my finger with your eyes only, okay?
Farmington 10, 10 for a break, Lincoln 3, 1050.
70.
County, I'm 10-8, 97 on rain song.
Okay, and we're going to go up, okay?
Farmington 7, 10 break.
Okay. What I need you to do, and some people choose to do it with their shoes on, and some people choose to do the next test with your shoes off.
Yeah.
So, do you want to do them with your shoes on or off? It seems like it might be a little wet.
Can I try it like with the shoes on? I don't really wear these that often, the rain boots.
Yeah, either way, yeah, I don't care. It's completely up to you. You can try them with them on or with them off.
I'll try it. Actually, no, they don't feel very comfortable.
Okay, what I need you to envision is an imaginary straight line from your left big toe out to the front of your car. Can you see that imaginary line? What I need you to do is place your right foot heel touching toe in front of your left, just like this, and have your arms down by your side. Stay in this position until I tell you otherwise. Do you understand? For this test, just go ahead and relax. I'll explain all the instructions and then I'll have you start. So get back in the starting position. What I'll have you do is I'll have you take 9 heel-to-toe steps on that line. On the 9th step, leave your lead foot planted. Take a series of small steps, get yourself turned around, and take 9 more heel-to-toe steps. During the test, you'll look down at your feet, have your arms down by your side. You'll count each step out loud, and you'll make heel-to-toe contact on each step. The test will look exactly like this. 1, 2, 3. Leave your lead foot planted. Take a series of small steps, get yourself turned around, and take 9 more heel-to-toe steps. 1, 2, 3. I took 3 steps for the demonstration. You'll take 9. So go ahead and get back in the starting position. Like I said, during the test, 9 heel-to-toe steps. Leave your lead foot planted. Take a series of small steps. Get yourself turned around. Take 9 more heel-to-toe steps. Look down at your feet. Have your arms down by your side. Count each step out loud. Make heel-to-toe contact on each step. And once you start the test, do not stop until you're finished. Do you understand? Do you understand the instructions?
Yes.
Okay, you can begin.
10-9, you're at 20.
North Center, First Avenue.
10-4, break, Prairie, bait, 1050.
Okay, what I need you to do for this next test is stand heel to heel, toe to toe, arms down by your side. Stay in the position until I tell you otherwise. Do you understand? For this test, what you'll do is you'll take whatever foot of your preference, left or right, it doesn't matter, and you'll stick it out in front of you approximately 6 inches off the ground with your foot parallel to the ground. During the test, you'll look down at your foot, have your arms down by your side, and you'll count in the manner of 1001, 1002, 1003, and so forth until I instruct you to stop. The test will look exactly like this. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, and so forth until I instruct you to stop. You look down at your feet, have your arms down by your side, keep your foot parallel to the ground, make sure both your legs are straight, and if you just so happen to drop your foot just like this, go ahead and pick it back up and resume testing, okay? Do you understand all the instructions?
To 1005.
Until I instruct you to stop. You'll count in that manner until I instruct you to stop. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, you can begin. Keep your arms down by your side.
Oh, sorry.
Down to 10 County, 619, John Bill, 549, south.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Good.
Adam King, 35, Ida,
Keep your arms down by your side. Make sure you count out loud.
20.
Okay, you can relax.
Tommy, signal 9, 412 from Alto.
We got one running. Farmington, I copied 1 running, breaking it at 1063 for Farmington unit.
Okay, ma'am, what I need you to do is I need you to go ahead and turn around and put your hands behind your back, okay?
Can I call my boyfriend really fast?
Just relax.
Please.
Just, hey, ma'am, just
Can
relax.
I please call him?
I will take care of that.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, ma'am, I need you to stand up, ma'am.
Farmington unit 1050.
Hey Siri.
Hey, ma'am, I'm about to put you in the back of my car. I will make sure.
Farmington unit 1050.
I will make sure. Let's go step over here, okay?
10-4, 1.
You want to put your shoes back on?
I want to die.
You want to put your shoes back on?
I want to die.
Hey, ma'am, let's put your shoes back on. Hey, ma'am, look.
I am. I'm just cleaning the rocks off.
You're gonna have a chance to take a state certified breath test, okay? Here, I'm gonna make. Here, let's go to my car. Actually, I don't want your feet to get all the way. Okay, I'm gonna come back to my car. You don't have anything on your pockets? Or you don't have any weapons or anything like that? Okay. Go ahead and sit back over there. Alright, get in the car. You have anything out of the car that you need? Okay.
What'd you get hit for? She almost hit you or something?
No, 65 and 55, pulled turn around on her, left to center.
Was the, right after the
Sir, I
other?
saw onset really early, but it was surprisingly early.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder if she has something else. But then... How old is she?
27.
Oh. What's her name? Where's she heading to?
They're back home.
West Park?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
I knew it was definitely above a .08, but the huh?
Where's she from?
She had some party at her work or whatever.
Oh.
She said she drank like a little mixer. She drank like a little.
I mean, her size it wouldn't take much, but not that
Yeah.
much.
But
This is like,
but she didn't have vertical nystagmus though, so. And you can just have a seat over there.
We've been testing her COVID the past 2 weeks. You have any symptoms of COVID?
Can I also use your 32?
Yeah. Alright, let's
You mind stepping? I'm gonna hold on to the side of your arm just in case you fall. Because you can't catch yourself because you're handcuffed. Okay. Yeah. Probably better for me.
ride along.
Yeah.
Or I go.
You're getting so big.
I know, I'm due next. I'm due July, it's June.
That is exciting.
Literally next month. What?
That is exciting.
It is super exciting. A little bit more dramatic. Alright, you're gonna take her.
Hey ma'am, if you wanna come step in here. And if you'll, there's usually a chair in here. If you'll just have a seat right there.
It's on.
Okay. I've never done one here.
Yeah.
So much different. And then I will shut this. Alright. I'm just gonna stick that around. Do you have your ID? Thank you so much. Alright, ma'am, just to confirm, your first name is McKenna? Michaela. Alright, McKenna. Well, I'm gonna. Michaela. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. But, Michaela, that's how you spell it, and then that's your driver's license number, and that's whenever I started my observation time. The one that you were talking about in the car. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read each section of these. I'm gonna read each section to you. And this is just your rights as a driver in the state of Arkansas. It's not a admission of guilt or anything like that. I'm just going to read each of these to you. That way we can say where it's done, and then whenever I get to this part, I'll explain it, okay? We're going to start at Part 1. It says, Part 1, read all sections subject initial and sign where indicated. You are advised that any person who operates or has an actual physical control over a motorboat or a motor vehicle in the state is deemed to having given consent to one or more chemical tests of his or her breath. And then here's a pen. It says has subject initial each section. So when you initial this is just stating that you understand your right in the state of Arkansas. It's not a admission of guilt. or anything like that. It's not any tricky stuff. The first one says, if you refuse to take the test, none will be given to you, but you subject yourself to penalties provided by law, which includes, but is not limited to, the suspension, revocation of your driving privileges, and if you're a commercial driver's license holder, the disqualification of your commercial driving privileges. Michaela, do you understand that one?
Yeah.
You can initial it. And it says, the next one says, do you understand all part of these rights? Yes or no? And the test I will be requesting of you is the breath test. So you can circle it. And then this is your decision. Will you take the test, yes or no?
Yeah, because if you don't, then you'll get charged with refusal as well.
Yes, that is on the very first one. If you'll just initial right here.
Oh.
And then subject signature, if you'll sign that. And then Michaela, I will sign right next to you. And then we wait. Regardless of whatever the outcome is, at the end of the day, I'm glad that you're okay, and I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad that I didn't have to work an accident or anything like that. I mean, regardless. I mean, I tell every single person that I'm genuinely glad you're okay. Well, at the end of the day, I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, and I'm pretty sure I've said this, and I'm also not trying to sound like, just I keep reiterating. In fact, my field sobriety is based off of the tests that I demonstrated on you. And those tests, I make an overall decision to whether or not I believe that you're above the legal limit to drive in the state of Arkansas. So after I conducted those tests, I was going to place handcuffs on you. So at that point, I have reason to believe, regardless of what it said. So, and then now, with the most accurate test that the state of Arkansas has, it will either confirm or deny my decision. So, I mean, that's just...
I feel you not telling me is just making me more nervous.
Well, I think just from what I gather, because you know we gauge people all the time, it seemed like you're pretty upset regardless of. And if you and by all means with those thoughts that you said earlier, because I mean you're very emotionally explosive whenever I did place you under arrest, and so if you feel like you want to, hey, if you want to potentially harm yourself or anything like that, I can have somebody come check you out and talk to you and make sure that you're okay.
I won't like really actually do anything.
Well, I just want to make sure 1000%, because now would be the time for me. But after this is done, I'll ask you to make sure because I genuinely care about you. I mean, I don't know you, but I genuinely want you to be okay. And so, okay, man, if you'll just stand up really quick. Place in there, and it blood just like you're blowing up a balloon, okay? Keep going, 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 keep going. There we go. And so you can just sit back down. Well, what it'll do is it'll print out on a sheet of paper, and then I'll explain to you the sheet of paper. I don't want it to be any, it's definitely not going to be any surprise. If you'll just stand up and do it exactly one more time, and then I'll explain the sheet of paper to you. Alright, yeah, it's good for you. Alrighty, and you can have a seat. And now it'll print out the sheet of paper. So, okay, Michaela, so here's the diagnostic. It passed it. Here's the blank check, 0.08, and then that's the test, the calibration test. And this is your first breath sample, 0.18, and then a blank check, 0.00, and then the second one you took was also a 0.18. So the state of Arkansas deemed at 11:59 it layered on the 0.18 is your final result. With that having in mind, here is this sheet of paper back. And it says We'll go all the way down. I'm not requesting a second test of you. I don't need a second test. But this one is at your own expense. It says Part 2. And here's this pin back. It says Part 2 to be completed by the officer when the subject has taken all tests. Having taken the officer's test, you have the right to an additional test or test to determine the alcohol, controlled substance, or other intoxicant of your blood. Do you want another test at your own expense? It's no, it's completely up to you. I have to go through a reasonable effort to help you obtain this test. So like, so I have to go through a reasonable effort to help you obtain this test. I don't know the exact price, but I think the last person that requested one, I think we took him to Washington Regional. I think it was right around $240, $260, somewhere in there. But if you'd like me to call, then I can. If you'd like a second test at your own expense.
It wouldn't help or anything, I don't think, would it?
I mean, it's your right to have an additional test. I mean, I have.
Does it help people ever?
I've never been to court on a DWI, so I couldn't tell you exactly. But as far as I don't know if they take Apple Pay or anything like that, because you didn't have me grab your wallet or anything like that, or but your boyfriend might bring your wallet. I don't know. I have to go through a reasonable effort to help you obtain this test if you want it, or you can choose not to. It's completely your choice. Like I said, told me I don't care either way.
But we would like go to Washington Regional.
And I
They
believe
would, like, take my blood, test
Correct.
that or something.
Yes. Well, yes. I've never done saliva. I think I've heard of people in the past doing their own breath sample, like doing an additional breath sample. But I don't exactly know. The only other person that I've had requested the blood sample, so it's completely up to you.
Have the money already.
And then you'll sign right there, and I will sign right next to you, Michaela. And Michaela, at the end of the day, I know you're super upset, and obviously the situation is not ideal, but you know what, I'm glad that you are okay. I'm glad you're safe, and no matter how upset your boyfriend is, or no matter how upset he is about the situation, you know, at least he has a girlfriend, if that makes sense. At least you're okay.
I'm gonna go to jail for a long time probably now.
I doubt it. You'll probably be out in the morning.
I'm probably gonna be in there for like 3 days.
Nah, probably not.
Or if I'm not gonna be in there for 3 days and after I go to trial and all of that, then I'm gonna be in there for 3 to 30 days or more. Especially because it's been barely a year.
Well, like I said, I don't know about the whole court side of it, but I bet you were in here for 8 hours.
Oh, well, last time I was in here for almost 24.
Well,
And I didn't get to talk to anybody, and I was freezing, and the food was so terrible, I didn't eat anything. I lost like 4 pounds.
Well, that's not very.
4 hours.
So, I am taking your driver's license today. I mean, I'm sure it's the same as last time as a result of this. Okay, it says, so I'm issuing you today, D. David, no endorsements, no restrictions, no organ donation. And if you'll go right down here. It says, by this notice, I am advised that if I'm intoxicated or if a chemical test indicates an alcohol concentration of 0.08% or more for a DWI or BWI offense, or the presence of other intoxicating substances or combination of substances, my privileges to drive will be revoked, suspended, disqualified, or denied as provided by Arkansas Code annotated 565-104 for DWI, BWI. And so yours will be alcohol. And if you'll just sign right there, acknowledging that all that information.
Feels sick.
Well, so once I get the form, I'll explain it to you. But I try not to. I try not to persuade. Today is the 4th, man. I try not to persuade, but I know the state of Arkansas really likes, which I'm sure whenever you, so long story short, this is your temporary driver's license. So if you get pulled over, you'll give this. So you have 7 calendar days to mail this in to this Office of Driver Control. You can do it by certified mail, or you can fax it through here. And 7 calendar days to fill this out and fax it in there. And then the state of Arkansas will look at it. They'll look at my report. They'll look at the sheet I fill out, and then they'll decide whether or not to issue a temporary driver's license. But I do know that the state of Arkansas definitely prefers whenever you blow. So that definitely does help you out.
And then what it said about like the registration.
I've never seen that because I don't know exactly for sure, because I charged somebody with felony DWI because he had like 5 and his registration was suspended. So I don't know if I've never necessarily ever seen that. Just
Doesn't it say like if you get a second one it'll be suspended though?
yeah, but I don't exactly know. I've never seen it. But you'll just step right back out here.
Oh. You said I could talk to my boyfriend.
Yeah, just have a seat. And then